What's up, everybody? This is Tasos here, bringing you another StarCraft match. This is Killer versus Bishop. Killer just having his debut here in the ASL. If you didn't know already, the ASL is up. We've already casted the first week, and it's good to be back. And if you're watching this, I'm out of town right now, so I will be in LA for a week. I'll be back in Korea after that. We'll be doing more regular content, but I thought I'd do some StarCraft games for you guys while I'm gone, keep the YouTube active. We've got Killer here in the bottom left. It's Bishop here in the top right. Both of these guys are really good players that I feel like they're right at the skill level and notoriety level where they don't get the respect they deserve because they're not in that Pantheon God tier level. They're not ASL regulars, but they're still at the very highest ranks on the ladder. Super scary. And I think this should be a fun match. It's going to be on La Campanella. This is a map that I believe is not in this season of ASL. It's been rotated out, but I think this map offered some pretty interesting games. And it's going to be one where we should see the islands come into play if the game can go on long enough. We've got Bishop going with the depot over here. This depot is made to squeeze the SCV out on this side so we can get to the minerals a little bit faster. Barracks over here at the entrance. And we're going to have hatchery first here from the Zerg. It is cross spawns. It is a trip to get all the way across the map here for the Terran. It also creates some opportunities where the Zerg can expand in either direction. I'm not saying that's, you know, better for the Zerg, but I mean, a general rule is the Zerg would like to be far away from the Terran. This is actually gas play. I almost missed this. I thought the positioning was odd with the depot and the barracks. We've had a couple games where people will make this out here, but I guess, you know, rushes are a problem if you do that. So he's going to go for very quick gas. Is this going to be the Wraith build that we see? One of the older builds in the game. Got to be careful with the barracks position like this, because the way StarCraft units spawn, they come out in a line like this depending on what's blocking them. So the Marines will always come out outside. Now, I guess this doesn't matter because there's no big Zergling rush. The drone is here. He sees the factory. So that's a pretty big deal. Thank you for the sub, A-Pop. I appreciate it. So seeing the factory helps. You would expect a factory anyways, but, you know, when you can confirm that, that makes a pretty big difference. Back over to the Zerg side of things. I mean, there's nothing really crazy happening over here. This is going to be just a quick layer. We'll see if there are surprises. I mean, usually quick layer means quick spire, but we've had other stuff. And it's going to be the double starport. Yeah, just confirming that. It's like now he's making 3 barracks. So, double starport. It's funny because, like, a lot of people probably don't know this, but, like, way back in the day, I would play all the races, right? I didn't realize, you know, how competitive the game was going to be. So I would usually go random, or I'd just pick a race if I wanted to play the race that day. And I remember, even back then, as you know, playing a Zerg, or even one of the builds I do as Terran, this was one of them. I feel like this is the oldest build that is still used at high levels. It is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit cheesy. The whole strategy is centered around punishing the vulnerability of overlords. By the way, the spire is here. This is kind of a funny spot to put this. Now, if you come up here with vultures, now it doesn't look like a sunken colony, but before, it might have. Sometimes we'll have players put this next to a sunk because it looks like the same. It's the same building size as sunken colony for the first half of its morph. So the vulture is going to be cornered here. I mean, if you can corner the vulture, you could probably win the game. Oh my god! If the vulture gets in, you have to stop it because this can do endless damage. Good catch there from Killer. A lot of lost resources. A lot of resources that could have been mined that weren't. Excuse me. So the 2 wraiths are going across the map. We don't have an add-on, by the way. Artosis would know better than me, like, what the variations are for this build. Because I've seen it where you do go for Cloak. Or go for Cloak later. But he's here now. Oh, and Burrow was upgraded. I didn't even think to check for that. Look at this. This is beautiful. So he's not going to drop any workers. He does drop... Well, I guess he dropped one. But he also lost an Overlord. The Wraiths are going to come in now. He unburrows these to mine. And you can see that the danger of this build is that the Wraiths do a lot of damage. By the way, you can micro Wraiths like you can Mutalisks. And so that's exactly what we're seeing here. You can also micro Scouts the same way too if you have the speed upgrade, but Protoss players are never in that position where that's like a thing. A skill you're going to learn so that you can do stuff with them. So he is going to get the add-on. He is going to get Cloak. And this is, again, a very different approach to the game. I would have thought this style would have gone away once Zergs learned how to mute a micro, but then it turns out with Wraiths being able to do the same thing, they're actually viable in fights. You got to remember that Wraiths, they don't have any HP. If they're actually fighting anything directly, they're probably going to die. But their air-to-air missiles are crazy. And the fact that they can Cloak means they get in situations where you can kill Overlords and just kill all the workers. So the Zerg's going to go for an armor upgrade, which I guess makes perfect sense, right? But whenever you see the Terran playing like this, the Zerg is really being forced to play in a very specific way. Keep in mind, the Zerg doesn't have anything on the map. If you look at the mini-map, it's pretty vacant. So one issue for the Zerg is if you leave and the Wraiths come in and just kill all the drones. Or all the Overlords or anything, right? Now, only just now is Bishop going to be active on the map. I think that's because Cloak just finished. He's going to be spotting this hatchery. He's going to Cloak here. Here we go. He's going to move in now. And with this number of Wraiths, you can one-shot drones. Obviously, the Overlords are much slower than the Wraiths are. 7 in total. This is really good by Bishop. And look at this. He's going to navigate right through here. He's going to go right in between and get right back out. That's so good. Now, the Zerg's still chasing this. You got to be careful. He's going to get one over... Well, he can't get both Overlords. All the Overlords are chained together. Okay, he's going to come through here. He's still doing a lot of damage. He gets one more Overlord on the way out. A lot of these Wraiths don't have that much energy. So the Glaives are going to connect. Okay, he recloaks. I think there's one that's still uncloaked. There's no Overlords here. So Terran's fanning this out because he knows they're going to run out of energy. He doesn't want them to be singled out and hit. All the drones over here have been killed that were mining minerals. He's actually taking 3 off of gas to come back and mine. When Terran plays like this, their base is really, 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 really late. Oh, nice burrow there. That's so annoying. Mutas can just snipe the SCVs. Anything they can see. He's going to come in here and get another one. Beautifully done here by Killer. Back at home. I mean, it's still on one barracks. In fact, the barracks isn't even landed. Oh, he denies the command center. It's funny. This build looks so strong until you see the Zerg fight back on the other side of the map. And then you go, oh, okay. All right. The Mutas are going to try to dive in. Really good kiting here. Great control from Bishop. He's actually going to drive this back. You do not want to be overextended here. The moving shot with the Wraiths and the moving shot with the Mutas is such where you can basically kill everything as it's trying to retreat. If you get in range of it, you will close it out. We've got this base finishing up over here. And it looks like... I mean, if I'm Zerg, I'm happy. I think Killer is taking this game so far. The fact that there's no second base up is crazy. It's why this build is so hard to pull off. It's why, I guess except for Leda, you just don't see Terrans do this build all the time. So the Queen's Nest is coming. I would assume he's just going to go even harder into Spire Tech. Maybe get a Devour. It seems like a Devour would be basically what would end this. Even just 1 or 2 shots connecting onto the Wraiths. And the issue with the Wraith tech as well is, I mean, all your minerals and gas are going into Wraiths. I mean, we have like, what, 3 Marines in this game right now? It's like the number of Marines you see in some TVPs here. Some more mutas are going to hatch. I mean, he's not backing down. Let's see, he's just got 1 armor. Are we going to have the hive start? What? He's going to get queens? Oh, what? He's going to get ensnare? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this is great. Terran's going for Valkyries. This is an insane game. This feels like a game that my friends in middle school would have argued about what counters what at the lunch table. And I would have been shaking my head like, we never have games like this. You guys don't understand. But now here we are. It's going to be ensnare, counters, Wraiths. He has to land it, though. You can't target the blur. You got to kind of, I guess is, you know, preempt. Try to figure out where exactly they're going to be. That's so crazy. I thought it was going to be Hive Tech. I guess it still will be. It always is in TVZ. But I thought it was going to be for a Devour. But the Queen, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Now, the Valkyries are still a threat. You know, eventually, though, when the Zerg has this many bases, ground units are going to come into play. Spores are being put down here. I guess just to make sure that, you know, he doesn't get counterattacked by the Wraiths. What are we doing as far as tech goes? So, yeah, this is around this time you're going to have 3 barracks. I've seen games where they get the science vessel, although I guess this is a little bit of a different one. Why is he getting that? Oh, is that air weapons upgrade? I'm so dumb. I don't know what that upgrade looks like. I'm assuming that's the ground. Okay, that clearly must be what that is then. Well, I guess we just wait. I mean, Terran's finally got a base up. Defiler Mound is about to finish. Nice snipe. He's going to take out that one Wraith. I guess even if you saw the Queen's Nest, yeah, you wouldn't expect anything. I'm trying to... the only way you would know what's coming from Zerg is if you saw a Queen physically. We've got a Scouting Scourge over here on the side. By the way, guys, if you enjoy these kind of games, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this Queen tech. And we got Terran on the move. Terran's out. What is this? 11 Wraiths? That's because one SCV is trapped back here, like right there. Just like you micro-mutas. Where are those queens? Here we go! He gets one! He gets one! But I don't know if it matters. Oh, what? It's slow Wraiths. The thing is, this many Wraiths still has to respect one Spore. This is what's so funny about this. Well, he seems to think otherwise. Yeah, I guess that many Wraiths can take a Spore. Sorry, guys. This is not a kind of unit mixture I cast every day. Dude, this is insane. Does he win this game? No detection here. What? Zerg expands over here, by the way. He's going to go for the Spire. Second armor upgrade coming? What? Yeah, it's OGRE Terran gamer, chat. Oh, my God. The mutas are going to come back, but I think that there's actually just too much. And when you have Wraiths and Valkyries that can take on the mutas, then you can kill all the Overlords and you can lock them out of supply. I can't believe this. This is wild, man. Okay, he gets the final Valkyrie. There's a Terran push coming out. Science Vessel, too. I assume Stim is done. He's going for this... oh, he's going to go for the Defiler. He gets the kill. Plague is almost done. He's going for the Sunks now. Because if he kills the Sunken colonies, then the Terran can just come in here and basically pierce the Zerg's heart. You're going to kill all the tech if you get in here this way. This is insane. I have never quite seen a game like this. I can't believe this. Okay, so the Terran's going to come down now. This is the Spire right here. This is going to fall, which means no more mutas. GG, dude. That was crazy. Wow. Thank you so much for watching that. Do join me on my Twitch channel, Tasteless TV, on Twitch, where I cast these games live with my community. And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.